Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Dice House from their DCUO commentary. I thought I'd bring a video here today. It's been a while since I've done a video like this, and I thought I'd go ahead and I'm trying to do like in the spirit of the work in progress revamp posts going on out there. I thought I'd go ahead and do this video here for you guys. This is a video of me solo healing Nexus on my electric healer, which granted, most people don't like running with electric healers and all that in PvE. Mostly because the electricity's heals are pretty limited when it comes to certain aspects of it. Like, most importantly being like range. Some of the big heal powers, biocapacitor, galvanize, and bioelectric surge are mid-range, and that can be kind of a hindrance sometimes, when it comes to some of these raids when you're trying to stay back as a healer and not get one shot all the time. So anyways, basically I still use the same loadout that I've used before in my previous loadout video for electricity, for healing. Galvanized, bioelectric surge, biocap, arc lightning, electrogenesis, and invigorate right there. Arc lightning, it's not many people like it for healing, and I know some people out there are going to ask me about ionic drain. I'll get to that. Not many people like arc lightning for PvE, and it's because it doesn't heal yourself. It only heals those around the target that you hit it with. That being said, though, if that target that you're casting it on is the one next to the tank, you will get some huge heals on the tank if they're taking some damage. So I spam the crap out of arc lightning all the time. That's like my go-to heal move for keeping the tank alive the entire time. Actually, I try and keep it out as much as I keep electrogenesis out. And in electrogenesis, you can clip arc lightning with electrogenesis pretty easy. You can pretty much clip arc lightning with anything right there. You saw at the start of the match, though, I put out biocapacitor. Biocapacitor, is the 35% heal blanket, I like to call it. It's a blanket heal. You can put it up onto 4 people, and it will basically, if their health starts to get below 35%, that's when it activates the big heal on them. And it can be used to keep people alive a lot, especially if you're not in close range to them to hit them with a bioelectric surge or galvanize. Galvanize obviously is the go-to big burst heal that you want to have. You don't want to spam it because it does put like a small blanket heal over time on there, but I don't even know if it really puts a heal over time on them, to be honest with you. I know electrogenesis is the heal over time, the main. It's supposed to work like circular protection, but I have yet to see it actually be that effective. Some things I would like to see with electricity, and I'm interested to see what you guys have comments in the comments below. Is I'd like to see the heal over times. Electrogenesis. I'd like to see those increase. I'm sitting here with I think I'm close to 4,000 resto on this tune. I'm not sure. I know I'm on all tier 5 gear with expert mods. I may be wrong on that number. I forgot to check my stats before I did the video, so I do apologize for that. But I'm doing all right in here. I didn't really have to use invigorate at all. Granted, now I am running with my league, and a lot of these people are on their mains, so it wasn't that overly difficult, especially with a rage tank in there, probably trying to out heal me, knowing the way he was. But some of the things I'd like to see the range increased for some of the powers, like galvanize and bioelectric surge especially. Biocapacitor, I'm actually kind of fine with that being a medium range, because that's something you should be casting before you start a fight. because I mean, if you're casting it during the fight, yeah, you'll get a heal out there and all that, but you may not actually get the effect that you're looking for or want that from biocapacitor. You see right here, I had to get, make sure I got close enough to that went DPS there to make sure that I got the galvanized heal on him when he got picked back up. But yeah, I mean, galvanized, at least the galvanized bioelectric surge get a range increase to them. I'd like to see some power cost decrease to some of these powers. I mean, as awesome as like galvanize is with the heals and all that, I mean, it uses up it does use up a lot of power, and you do tend to see a lot of electric healers out there spamming, and half of that it comes from them not being in range of the person they're trying to heal. They're trying to spam galvanize the heal, which makes electricity kind of a combat healing power, which makes it so good for PvP. And DPS wise, obviously, it needs some love on the single target aspect. Definitely needs a 35%er. Like all the other powers. I believe all the powers except for electricity have a 35%er now. That's an instant cast, and that's kind of not cool. And that's kind of not cool. I mean, the DPS is in regards to putting dots out and everything like that is still really good, but it could use a slight buff on that end, so it could keep up with other powers like sorcery and nature, and even fire in that aspect. Because fire's dots can put out some good damage as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what else you guys have. Some of the more folks out there that are more experienced with electricity. How you feel about the way electricity is right now? I know it's not the most sought after healing power when it comes to raids. When it comes to PvP, though, there's sorcery and nature kind of pale in comparison to it, and even celestial as well. But in regards to like the DPS wise, DPS is definitely hurting. It being one of those might-based powers. A lot of the powers that it does have for DPSing are instant cast, so you don't have to sit through cast times on it, do all that jump canceling and everything. But because of that, it lacks a lot of the burst. So I mean, you can melt people down, stacking dots and everything with it, but at the same time, it's still really it's not as fast of a burn as you get with burst damage. But yeah, but you see right here, I was trying to stay out of the way, because usually that spot up there, I don't get touched up there. But then I remembered that you gotta stay closer to these guys to get heals out to them, so I had to come down. Overall, I mean, I still love electricity as a healing power, even for PvE. When I'm running alerts, I sometimes like to actually get in there and mix it up a little bit. I'll take out, sometimes I'll take out, bioelectric surge, and I'll put electro burst in, and use that to heal with. But of course, then you have to have wired in there to make sure you have the electrified power interaction going on it, because that's what requires electrified or electro burst to have those big burst heals. That's what I like about this loadout, though, is it doesn't require the electrified power interaction on there, so you don't have to worry about putting it on there hoping you have a gadget guy putting it on there for you. So yeah, and in regards to ionic drain, I do like it. I mean, I see the benefits of it. Especially now we have the white mods, the tactical mods, and you can put that tactical mod in there to keep yourself from being interrupted with it and everything. But the thing with ionic drain that I don't like is that it's a cast time. And I mean, it does like kind of like hand blasters pulse beams do. Pulse beam attack does. It does kind of like a pulse beam attack at the target, and while that's great, for doing a little bit of damage even, maybe even stunning, and putting out heals to all 8 members of your raid and everything, you're still kind of stuck in one spot while you're casting it. And when you're doing content like tier 5 content, especially like in wave, where you could have a boss charging at you, the warrior throwing a ball at you, the the tyrant rolling over you and everything like that, it helps a lot to keep your self mobile, not standing in one spot. And even in Nexus here, it's a good thing too, because you see right here, we're getting ready to start the fight here. Ready here to start a fight. I'll show you something that does still annoy me, that DPS and controllers still do this to this day. Even, I mean, I don't care how much geared we are. If everybody's wearing 90 gear. And you see the DPS right there. Natural mate just standing in that gas bomb there. I'm able to keep them alive in it, but I mean, I was, gonna have to spam out a lot of heals to do that. Break out, get out of it, and go. That's why I see a lot of the problem with a lot of the way people play is standing in the middle of AOE's like that, and that's why I don't like Ionic Drain. Is because I have to either hopefully be able to jump cancel out of that in time and get another heal on myself in order to get out of that AOE, or end up having to sit there and suck it up and take in that damage. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, the loadout I use here: Galvanize, Bioelectric Surge, Biocapacitor, Arc Lightning, Electrogenesis, and Invigorate. Don't really use any what they call consumables, electrostatic devices or anything like that, because I don't need to put out a electrified PI out on anything in order to get some of my bigger heals and all that. But with other powers, like with Electro Burst, you wouldn't need to do that. So you'd have to run with something like Wired to throw it out there, or have Electrostatic Burst in your consumable slot there to put the interaction on. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what you guys would like to see improved or made better for electricity. If you liked the video, please do so by giving it a thumbs up. And if you guys haven't done so already, please subscribe. Until next time, though, you guys all take care. Bye.